Hello and welcome to the video. This video is about an autonomous parachute system. This is entirely self-contained and something that I've just seen when I spent another day with the guys at 3DXR up in the northeast of England. Now, you may have read in the press about the problems that there has been with a couple of DJI drones, the Matrice 200 series and a couple of others as well. And it's meant that unfortunately some people like fire, rescue, police who use those drones have not been able to fly them. There's even been a warning issued, I think, by the CAA. So this was something I was kind of interested in having a play with from 3DXR. They're not cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but if you have a quadcopter that's costing you several £1000s with expensive camera equipment underneath, then it's a way to protect it in the event of a crash. So as I was at 3DXR, Ben had just got these in. We thought it would be interesting to take it out to the field and give it a try. Now, these are entirely self-contained. They have a power supply at the bottom that gets charged up, available in two different versions, one that is just autonomous and the second one that can be triggered via a cable from something like a Pixhawk, and it ejects the parachute canopy using a spring. But it will only do that if it detects that the motors have stopped and the craft starts to tumble or to drop from the sky. So let me take you to the clip of the initial test with myself and Ben at the field to try out this VectorSave 10 parachute system on one of his DJI quadcopters, just to see if it was going to work. Apologies in advance for the audio from this. This is the audio from the GoPro, but I thought you'd be interested in actually seeing this thing in action.
Bye. So what we've got here is the VectorSave 10. So what they're calling this is a fully automatic system for the drone. It is stick it on, you've got to arm it, and that's it. No wiring, nothing like that. So we're going to simulate the test today of a power failure, and that can be done with a stick command on the remote while it's in flight. That'll cut the motors and
Hopefully,
and the parachute system will only kick in if the motors are off. So it's detecting that, and either with the sudden drop or with a lean angle, it's going to deploy the chute and come down. Now, this type of parachute is a square parachute, so it's meant to fall straight down without any rocket motion like circular parachutes. So it will come down with a bit of speed, but the idea is that it's a bit more of a precise descent. It shouldn't drift too far.
So the idea is then for all those DJI pilots that have been having problems with these things dropping out of the sky, by popping one of these little fellas on, it should save the craft if they do experience that.
So we're seeing the smaller version today for a Phantom. There's another small one for the Mavic series, and there's also one due to be released for the professional series, the M200s and Inspire 2s, and it will be a retrofit, stick on or clip on, no wiring, you just press the button to arm it, and hopefully you're safe.
And this is genuinely, for everyone watching the video, the first time we've tested this.
Yes.
So what will happen, and if something goes wrong, it's probably something we've done wrong.
Yeah.
Man.
That's how we'll go to. Over there.
What height? 30 meters.
So a parachute can sort of be deployed and active from 10 meters. I mean, to me, I think 20 meters minimum. So in this case, now we're at 60.
Okay.
And I think I'll just position it where I think it's safe, and we'll try and catch it. Ready?
As I'll ever be. Way! Success! This is where Ben gets his exercise, running after his quad. That actually was quite a soft landing. So there we go, it works. So the idea with this is that the
parachute deploys when it detects that the motors have stopped running, if it goes to quite an extreme angle, or if it feels the drop. So it's quite clever. It's got its own battery. It's completely self-contained. Ben, is it in one piece?
Camera's working. Still got control. I have just powered it down, but yeah.
I would say that is a success.
Just need to find the tube.
Right, we will find the tube. You see now we found a design flaw. So that's going to be, I'll sign off here for the video, because we're probably going to spend a happy 20 minutes finding the tube. But the good news is it worked.
If you found that video useful or like the content, then please hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you want to go the extra step, you can become a Patreon of the Painless 360 channel and help provide support for what I do here. All the videos created here are put into playlists, so if you're interested in a particular topic, have a look at the playlist, and they all are organised in there to make them easier to use. If you're not sure if there's a video for your particular problem or topic you want to know more about, then add Painless 360 to the Google search term that you're interested in, and that should find the video, article or content about the particular thing that you're interested in having a look at.